Hey, hello everyone, Alice is here today. Why does it sound like? Let me start again. It isn't a very hey, do it like this. Yeah. Normally I held them like around my knees and stay like that, but it's not very comfortable. As you might guess, and I feel very tired today. I'm sorry for not being able to upload yesterday. I planned to take the video, but I had an assignment due today. Not an assignment, but like a presentation of some sort. And I spent some time with my teammates discussing about the details, and the time just slipped by, and before I knew it was past midnight. But I remember some things from yesterday, and I also took some notes. I mean, I had to take some notes because other than this, video assignment, video homework, I don't know what I had to call it. I had another one as well, which is I don't know how to describe this one actually, but my therapist said for 2 days I had to record the instances of my of when I feel like, especially when interacting with someone, basically when I feel like my people pleasing tendencies come out, like when people request me to do something, or while we're having a chat, there's my inner voice say things like, oh, you didn't sound very, excited when they ask you to go out, or you're being kind of rude right now. I think your whole attitude is upsetting them, so maybe you should change it. You should maybe smile more, etc. Things like that. More of like an inside job. So yeah, maybe I can use them to remember some things. And I also have another thing that has been written down here. Just give me 1 second while I find them. I will probably talk to you. Okay. So guess what? They're already in my pocket, so I didn't have to get up very much. I wrote some, notes to myself. About some things. Some of them are about romantic relationships or getting to know each other, and some of them is about my limits, my personal limits. My therapist requested them actually to do that. I mean, not necessarily requested right now, but she told me that it would be a good idea a few weeks or a month back. I don't remember when she said that to me exactly. I don't have a very good memory, so yeah. Let's start with yesterday then. These videos are very weird. I mean, I've gone through so many things and so many feelings throughout the day, but I'm having a very hard time to remember them after they happened. I think the lighting is changing from time to time. Does it? I don't know. I hope not. Okay. It doesn't matter. No one's gonna watch these things anyway. And when I refer, like, you guys, use phrases like you guys, hello there, like, I'm not actually referring to anyone specifically or a group. I'm uploading, at least I'm planning. I'm not sure. I'm planning to upload these videos on YouTube for like a creative art project, and also maybe someone get inspired. I don't know. Would someone get inspired? I'm not sure. But I like doing those things. Yeah. So maybe, somehow someone will find these videos and it will blow up. But it doesn't matter. Even if they don't blow up or no one except me and my therapist doesn't see that, it's fine for me. It's all fine for me. This mask is cutting some of my hair and it feels very... It feels very weird inside, and my glasses are slipping out. Okay, so yesterday, normally I have 2 classes. One at 9:30 in the morning and the other one starts at 11 p.m. But the 9:30 class is cancelled. I don't know why. They didn't didn't give us any explanation. So I went to the 11 a.m. class. My home is very far away from my university, so I had to like oh my god, I had to take like 3-way transportation, 1 metro, then the 2nd metro, and the bus. 3 each. But it's very tiring. I get used to that. But basically, I had to give myself an hour and a half time period before the school starts. So I wake up kind of early, but not too early since it starts at 11 a.m. Why am I saying p.m.? I don't know. I'm sorry. Is it p.m.? It's not p.m. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's very early in the morning, okay? Before noon. Before noon. So, yeah. I went to this class. It was really boring. I have so many things to say about this class and how boring it is. And I don't know how our professor gets paid to just... I was going to say like being present in the classroom, but does it count as being present? I don't know. He just comes up to the class and he has like very weird like high schoolish rules, and he just open up his presentation, move over to slides and tells us to like read this slide. Then we read it for a minute. Then he come up with a very basic or like a weird question and ask us to go search on Google or ask ChatGPT, and we read our answers aloud. And suddenly it's called participation. Yeah, like I think that's called that active listening. If I'm going to learn, if I have to search everything you say every 5 minutes through Google, why am I in this class? I don't know. Why am I in this class? I can do this in my spare time as a hobby, and I'm sure I can learn much more than what he is given to us. But professors are professors. I think he should teach some high school kids. I don't think he's a college material, but I'm not the one to judge. I don't know. So yeah, after this very, soul-wrenching course, and it takes 3 hours, by the way. 3. It's very long. I hate it. We only have 15 minutes break, and it's not enough for anything. I don't regain my energy suddenly in 15 minutes now. Okay, but let's be grateful about that. I don't know what I would do if we didn't even give like 15-minute break. I can't. I can't. Okay. After that, one of my besties didn't come to the school, so with my other bestie, we called our other bestie, the stay-at-home bestie, let's say, and talked about our assignment, the assignment I mentioned earlier. It was for today. We talked about some things. I think we ate hamburger before that with my friend. Yeah, we ate a hamburger, and then we find an empty classroom and talk about the things. Then I come back home. I was already pretty tired. I don't know why, but I can't get enough sleep these days. And starting from the last week, I couldn't be able to eat right properly. But thank God, it's like, I think it's turning back to normal. Like I can eat a little bit at least. Let me flip down. Okay, I'm moving this camera, so I'm sorry. I can finally eat now, even it's a little bit. Then, like when I got home, I was very tired, and I think about so many things. I'm always thinking about so many things. I wrote down some things to my journal because I think I had to. Because I had some weird interactions with my friends, even if they are not weird. I feel like I should have wrote them down. So I did. I had a terrible experience this Monday at the beginning of this week, and ever since that I don't feel very clean. But I don't have enough energy to take a shower. I really don't. Anyway, I know it sounds a bit disgusting, but like sometimes I just, it's really hard for me to get up and wash myself. So sometimes I wash myself like partially. I like wash my arms, my, it's really tiring to talk. My legs, maybe the visible part, my feet. I wash my face, like truly, like right here, and I had a very weird noise. Sorry. I asked my mother to wash my hair a little bit so that I can feel a bit more safe and more clean. I know that I'm not dirty, but it's just one of my weird things that happens. I plan on taking a shower today, like maybe a short one, but I'm not sure I can. Like maybe you can understand it from my voice, but I feel really, really tired. I don't know. Then I, move on to writing these, small reminder cards to myself. One of them says that just because I'm talking to someone romantically doesn't mean that I owe them anything. And the other one is, if I find myself in a situation where I feel unsafe, but I'm afraid of hurting the other party's feelings, I should remember that my limits are very precious, and I had to do what's best for myself, basically. And today, before I'm going to school, I put these notes to my pocket so that I can remember how important those things are, even if I can't read them out loud. I know that my principles, the things that I had to remember and put through my life is now solidified, and now I can like hold them, I can feel them. They're like more real, they're not just an idea. So these are to reinforce that, actually, to solidify my ideas, and I think they're good. I can add some more. And I also wrote down one more sentence. Some of these sentences like come up from my therapist, like we wrote them down together to my phone. Like when I move on to them to, pen and paper. I cannot remember them correctly, but I think it was something along the lines of like being sad, feeling sad. The sadness itself is a very natural thing, and it's something that everyone should feel, but I'm not responsible for fixing other people's sadness, whether it's caused by me or something else, but especially if it's caused by maybe my actions. This doesn't mean that, oh, I stabbed someone and I killed them and I'm not responsible. No, sometimes you go into things blind or maybe knowingly, but you don't want to intentionally harm anyone. Maybe you're just like unsure, you don't know what you're going on. At the end they feel sad, hurt. It happens. It happened to me so many times. I lost the count. It's for those situations. I think you understand what I mean. I think it's a very important sentence that I had to put in action. So let's come today. Today I had a class at 11 as well. We didn't get the present or assignment. I mean, we as a group with my besties weren't feeling very well, and what I realized is generally, or like depressive episodes, if I can call them like that, always are in sync and we're all feeling down, but normally it only lasts like a week or some days, but right now it's like a whole semester. It's like a whole depressive semester. I don't know why. So we attended the lesson. After that we ate some things, we had some sandwiches, and then they didn't have any class later that day, but I'm going to yoga. So I attended that class, and this time it wasn't like a theoretical class, it was like physical. So we take our yoga mats and lay them down. We do some, like, I cannot remember the names, but we did some poses, like warrior poses and like child pose, and the cat dog, not the cat dog, but like you basically stand like that. Your hands and head is here and your legs are here. And normally I'm not very flexible, but during this lesson I realized how flexible I am, so I feel really good, and it was a very different experience. It's the first time that I ever did yoga. I felt relaxed. Then after that I go to a cafe, had some drinks, and I read my current favorite book, which is When Nietzsche Wept. Normally I like reading books, but for the last couple of years it's very hard for me to read and focus on things. I don't know why. Normally I used to, read one book every week, like finish the whole book in a week. But right now I cannot do that. But I'm still trying to force myself to read, and I read a lot today. I feel really good. I think I'm gonna continue reading as well because I really like the book, and I think our philosophies align with Nietzsche. So yeah, I like his idea. Not like totally agreeing it, but I can see his point. Like there are some alignments. We are going hand in hand. After that, I like get up to pay for what I drink, and I think they didn't get like, from what I seen on the menu, I had to pay like 220, but they only took like 119, but I give 200 straight. But I told them my like what I drank and what is my like table number. As much as remember, I told them, but I don't remember very correctly. But I think it's this, and I drink that. I like this. I was like, okay, I feel a bit bad for not saying anything, but I tried to warn them, and they said like it's enough. So okay, fine by me. Yeah, I think it would be better if I shoot this video yesterday when everything is very new. The wound is very new, but again, I couldn't be able to do it, and I'm not gonna force myself. I think it's hard for me to reminiscing. I can't remember what. It's hard for me to reminiscing about the things because normally I am a very emotional person. I mean, I used to be, but for the past 4 or 5 maybe plus years, like maybe more, my feelings are very weird. I've been through so many hard situations in my life, and normally I have to fall down, like go into shambles, but no. Like I feel sad, of course, somewhere in me, but like it's like a light switch of some sort. Like now the light is on, everywhere is bright. It's this time that's where I have my feelings. Then suddenly something happens, and it's like, and everything is dark. I cannot remember the event very clearly. I mean, I do remember, but not like too much. I find myself like going through all of the timeline and try to remember who did what, where, all of the details. I sometimes do, but like I don't feel anything. Like it's like gone. It's like someone built a like really tall and thick like brick wall in front of me. Like I cannot even force myself to feel anything. But I know I'm sad and I'm hurt by this situation. It can be maybe best described as I have a coffee in there, instant coffee. Like someone is pricking your skin with some needle, like repeatedly. They're doing this, doing this, doing this. I mean, it doesn't hurt much, but it hurts a little bit, and someone is constantly doing that. But now, after a while, like you're used to it. It's still there, but it doesn't bother you very much. I think that's how my feelings are right now. Maybe my brain is in a shutdown situation. Like mainly I feel a very intense energy around here, but like in very deep. Like there are so many layers, like things going on inside me very intensely, but on the outside, like on this surface, it's like nothing. I can feel nothing. Like there's nothing going on for me. Yeah, I think that's It's enough. I don't know what else to say. If anything, weird or anything that is worth mention happens, I will probably shoot another video. And again, I'm sorry for not being able to keep up with the videos, but I feel bad I feel bad and fatigued very often, so it's really hard. But a good thing is I had a chance to write down something here, and I also made some entry, right? I should have. Yeah, I made some entry here. I tried to draw some things from my, like, this is my first page, like to open my hand up, to prepare my hand, and this is like I was trying to draw things is how I can see them. I used to be a very, not like very, but I was a good amateur artist, but then I think I lost my passion. I want to pick up on that if I can. It will be better. This is what I did, like, I think not that yesterday, before yesterday, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying. I don't know. Yeah, it's getting very tiring right now. I don't want to continue this, so yeah. Hope I can see you tonight or maybe tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I hate this mask, and it's very hot in there, and my glass keeps falling out, and my hair looks very weird. I like I'm bald all the way. It's really funny. So yeah, I'm gonna grab my coffee and maybe have some biscuits on the side. I will try to feel as clean as I can, even though I cannot. I don't feel like showering right now. I know I'm clean. I don't smell. I'm clean. And try to be kind to myself, love myself. Yeah, that's about it. Please be kind to yourself. I know it's hard to be kind to yourself, but you will get used to it by doing it repeatedly, I guess. Yeah. Whenever you feel like you are harsh on yourself, think about yourself as a child, but like, I am having a very hard time thinking about myself as a child, but I think about somebody else's child. Like, I think about my situation and say, if this happens to a little kid and the kid comes up to me crying and say this is, what would I do? Would I be too harsh on them like this? And I won't. My heart breaks. My heart goes out for all the kids. I love kids, so yeah, try that. I'm trying to try that. It's really hard to do things that you see on therapy on your own. It's very easy to do it with like assistance. But yeah, one step at a time, I guess. We will get somewhere. Therapy is good. It is the only solution. And I feel very grateful to have finally, it's very late actually, but finally had a chance to go to therapy. So yeah, I'm tired. Okay. So, see you, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye, me. My dear therapist. Bye bye.